take another live look now at the State Department, because the spokesperson there, Marie Harf, yes, she's still getting grilled over the Hillary Clinton email dump and all the redactions and whether or not any of that information was sensitive when she was writing those emails and receiving those emails that are now some of them deemed classified. Let's bring in Alan Combs, host of The Alan Combs Show, Fox News contributor, Lisa Booth, senior director with BlackRock Group. All right, Lisa, it's a big day for Hillary Clinton, and it's also a big day for the State Department and the White House because they're all in damage control. Shouldn't it be the case that when you're Secretary of State that you know that most of the information that you're talking about via email would be sensitive to begin with?
Well, absolutely, and the administration should definitely be questioned about this because it raises some serious questions about Hillary Clinton's time as Secretary of State. You know, and this is problematic for Hillary Clinton because politically she's already seen these self-inflicted wounds and the effects from the blowback from controversy surrounding her private email and the Clinton Foundation hit her in battleground states. You know, she's losing to one or more GOP candidate in certain battleground states like New Hampshire or Iowa or Colorado, and the majority of voters don't trust her. And what these emails show is this surfacing of this tangled web between the Clinton Foundation and Hillary Clinton's time as Secretary of State.
But now it's adding in the Benghazi situation. And Alan, I know that you probably don't think that this is all that serious, but the fact of the matter is that she's on record when she had that first press conference talking about these emails that there was no classified information, and now we're finding out today there was.
Well, no, at the time the emails were sent, was not classified information.
I know, but that brings me back to my original point that as Secretary of State, don't you realize in your mind when you're in that role that probably one day some of that information could be classified?
Well, look, I don't think she should have used a private server to begin with, and I've said numerous times, including on the show, she needs to get up and she needs to answer all questions and even whether an FBI investigation just to clear her name, because I would like to see us move on from this. But so far, in terms of today's release, we found out, let's see, she overslept once. She didn't like a picture of her in the New York Times. I don't know quite what.
There was some, you know, pedestrian stuff that was in there, but let's not forget the FBI is redacting at least one of those emails thus far because there's highly sensitive information there.
Okay, well, look, I know the right.
No. Alan, please, you're trying to downplay the significance of these emails. The fact remains that Hillary Clinton went to incredible lengths to be deceitful and protect emails. We have to remember that these are emails that she intentionally turned over that have now been deemed classified. She's deleted 30,000 emails, so it puts into question what information has she deleted? What information is she hiding from the American people? And that is an important question that the Benghazi committee should get down to and should find the information for it. Further, it does put into question the Clinton Foundation because she was emailing about Benghazi with Sidney Blumenthal, who used to work for the Clinton Foundation.
There's layers to this story, but this is the latest revelation today. I want to move on to this because Governor Chris Christie having an interesting moment for someone considering a run for 2016, letting his hair down, so to speak, with reporters at a media roast. And even though the event is meant for laughs, the New Jersey governor got a little profane when the topic turned to Bridgegate with a whole lot of F-bombs flying. Listen to this.
That we don't have a video is we just don't give a The truth of the matter is, we don't give a about this or about any of you. But again, because I don't give a then just get the away from me then. Open your eyes, clean the out your ears, and pay attention.
Wow, that's a lot of bleeps, Alan. Okay, so he wasn't on official government business as governor of New Jersey or as running for president in 2016, but what do you think about it?
I think we've seen a good reason, a good example of why or why not this extremely eloquent gentleman should or should not become the leader of the free world. I think we've seen a wonderful bird's eye view of his
Are you being sarcastic?
Temperament. That's what I think.
Okay, Lisa, what do you think?
Look, have you ever been to New Jersey? His approval ratings probably just went up. But no, these kind of roasts happen all the time. And, you know, Chris Christie was clearly joking. And according to the things that I read, you know, his jokes were well received. So I don't think this is that big of a deal. We've seen a lot of political figures that go to these sort of events and, you know, let their hair down, so to speak, and say off-colored remarks. So I don't think this is that big of a deal. And if anything, in a state like New Jersey, it probably helps him.
In that case, Lisa, I think that he should go into stand-up if that's your analysis of the situation.
I don't know if he has a future in stand-up, but
we'll have to see. First, he has to figure out if he's running for president. All right.
Yeah,
can't wait.
Alan and Lisa, thanks much.
Have
a great weekend.
Thank you.
Time to check.